不是听我愿诏，是领我诏愿。
喂，你们在做什么呀？
哎呦，我的妈呀，吓我一跳！
咒语？难道是……
啊，准确的说是瞬极在世。如你们所见，瞬极最近的创作遇到了瓶颈。我当然不信啊，不过瞬极向来不听人说话。
阿茂先生，拜托你能不能配合我一点？这想要变美的、暴富的、学业有成的，各种各样的人都实现了自己的愿望。我只是一个可怜的作家，而且我的直觉告诉我，
可你之前不是才去明神大社求过签，说什么
去神社求御守开运这种见效太慢了呀。哎，行了行了，
唉，要我说，你需要的只是坐下来，弄清楚。结果现在连一本来路……
什么？这个学……
哎，对，确实是来自一本叫做……不，这本书应该是自费刊印的。身为同行，我就不谈这本书故事怎么样了，但大家都
瞬极，虽然大家都说咒语灵验，可我也听说过不少别的传闻。
这有什么值得大惊小怪的？肯定是被……
听下来感觉事情……要不我们去明神大社问一问八重神子吧？无论是轻小说还是怪谈。
八重堂的新书出版，来看看吧。
Grasp the thought in mind.
Shunkichi, just give it up. Do you really think someone's going to just descend from the heavens and write your novel for you?
Mr. Shigeru, please. I'd appreciate it if you stopped trying to tear...
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
You're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji-ai's help.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately?
What? Rumor?
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange...
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists!
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point, so...
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past...
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Dome. But that's not important right now.
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way?
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
In a trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? Debt collect? But, it sounds like Yohei...
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother is...
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, in the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential.
Wait, what?
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that.
Hey there, we've come to ask...
Oh, you mean...
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice...
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their...
We're not here to sign up.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water. Mesmerizing to watch. Domo...
Is Shingo really...
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, what...
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did...
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!"
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got...
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details.
Shingo's been pretty upbeat lately, but for some reason, Yohei's been in a really gloomy mood. I thought they were about to start taking on... Maybe it's the weight of the responsibility dawning on him?
Let's get down to business.
Give up. Submit.
See no more.
It's nothing. Your life is mine.
Finally, I hit the fairy.
We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees.
Oz, reveal!
Give up.
Flags up!
Submit.
Finally, I hit the fairy. Let's get down to business.
Unleash!
Don't waste my time. Yeah. It's nothing.
Going somewhere? To the fairy.
Wealth. Why settle for less than more?
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it? Can you feel the feeling? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's calling for help!
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up! And now he's coming this way!
No, don't come any closer!
Help!
do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know? But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way? Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed, and yet 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But,
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing... Yes, that's it! The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at mid... Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, after my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But because I was worried that if he goes back to... If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way...
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko, he fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah! Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Don't waste my time.
Shadow Raven, let night fall! I'm going in!
Your life is mine.
This will end you! Cheap tricks.
By royal decree!
Cut down! Like this. That was great! Excellent! Whoop! What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty... Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know...
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji, and thank you for your assistance.
All right, take him to get some rest. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you.
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Miko, would they really have lost? And if so, why the heck were you—
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Ah! Paimon's got it! It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had—
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean they got the incantation from that book.
The shrine today.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? What do you think, Traveler? You're right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely. But she doesn't seem to care about this book at all.
Lady Yai!
Kuroda, what are you—
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. Oh.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might— Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't—
Wait! What just happened?
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
With you all the way.
We're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with...
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with...
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely... wrong. First-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh!
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the... That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel, smash our rival's sales numbers, and win our readers back. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an I did say this is what we're going to do. Anyway, there is a writer's submission event going on at the moment. Start by talk. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done.
The Yai Publishing House has held many... The winner gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been...
I'll be honest. I read light novels. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc. Usually, by contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirit. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also
The key to a successful light novel: when to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip, there's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jammed. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over?
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular. Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch.
Uh-huh. It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? example, we know we need an...
Before you take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille. But that would make it a completely different genre than...
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is, as long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be...
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? This sounds like a great one! Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in months. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist's human, let us work together to build a better... Well, that was an unexpected development. What happened to the grand adventure? What? But that's so misleading.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the Dragon Girl sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? What?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go.
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would...
Before it came to what? What's it?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute.
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going! Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young... with the help of the Qixing. Is this the kind of...
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great... I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this.
Alright, well, let's...
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
The strict Principal Raiden of the Inazuma Academy decided to confiscate all light novels. With the help of Lady Kitsune, the protagonist defeats Principal... Are we absolutely sure we can...
We can and we will. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true.
Whoa. So we really...
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript,
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be...
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need... She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely... You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that... Let me think. I've got to make...
Uyu Restaurant. Please, talk to me if you want to order.
Don't worry. This story has a very clear narrative.
Oh, yeah! How did it go?
reasons.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. And may your light novel sell well instead of...
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much...
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think...
That's right. Be confident in your work.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelf. This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was... We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal.
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true!
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. I heard that the incantations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line.
Eh? There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices. Also, we still need to figure out what...
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author, but when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written. Yes, this is another case of possession. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out,
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So, and you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Evil shall be dispersed.
Miko, what is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
That seems... What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the...
Paimon's heart is pounding. Hey! Wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakusai?
Let's go inside and take a look. Right here. Come on out. Come on out.
Into the wind. Falling leaves. Adorn my neck.
Illusion shattered!
Cut down. Like this.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move. Emerge. Show them. Show them. Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works. Come on out. Right here. Show them. What a nuisance. Show them. Come on out.
now!
Let me try.
Emerge. Come on out. A sight to behold. Come on out.
This will do.
Right now.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
This.
Shine down!
Right here. Come on out. Show them.
Storm the front!
I'm ready.
Right now. Show them.
One strike to suffice.
Erase all threats. There is no escape!
What you got?
Quiver!
Right here. Emerge. Oh, right here.
Dodge this. How's this? Come again. Such a much pain.
Whoa. It's the painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall. It's getting eerier and scarier. What is this place?
Okay. Next I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to...
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any...
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now, it'll be over soon. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like he's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide?
Probably...
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
The painting is moving again! What the...
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you were the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war!
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within him. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way!
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake him again.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't... Miko! Think of something! Miko! You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you. Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Aw, poor thing scared witless.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Rakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But is it...
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories in life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, typically yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots. It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But...
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful daioko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we... Oh, yes, and they might enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes, that's what I thought too.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon. You...
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day...
Not only that, Irakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
Ha! I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one. Especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders. And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, What was it like? Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again. Hearing Rakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for. Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley line. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing?
You cannot be serious, You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now.
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started.
Paimon's paycheck? Well, there's no way out now. We're in too deep.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Nico, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakuyaku happen? Also, to be clear,
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakuyaku is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong. All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance.
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secrets.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, first, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakuyaku, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogo during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat, but when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
All right, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, let's get going.
Descend the mountain?
Yep, Miko said the ritual...
I see. I'll evac...
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust in you. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look. Nico's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain. These monsters look really riled up. Yep, let's get rid of them as fast... All right, here they come!
It's nothing. Your grand finale! Flag fly! And step!
Don't waste my time.
Observe! Everybody stand back! Oz, reveal thyself! It's not...
Your life is mine.
It's my lucky day.
Give up.
Strike is one! And step! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Say no more!
Submit!
Finally, there's more!
Don't waste my time.
There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it!
Flex up!
I dare you!
And step!
Clear cut!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Give up. Your life is mine.
Show me what you've got! Don't hold back! Finally,
Break a leg!
Show me what you've got!
Flex up! Oz, repeat!
Allow me to strike first! I dare you! Don't hold back! I need to train harder.
Don't waste my time.
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look. They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short. It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought. The ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both. Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really, No. Honestly, you two.
Pico...
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
In a trade.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Restaurant. Let's go!
Wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the Traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the Traveler will
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
I did, yes. You're paying after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer. Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the...
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Miko! You are outrageous! Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu!
Strange. I remember no such thing. Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive!
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know.
What? Oh, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you. Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation ritual we performed over the Grand Narukami Shrine. I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing much too far. Oh, I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Everyone seemed perfectly happy to me.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.
That's just like Erika, always refining her craft.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant.
That's just like
Please
Erika,
talk to me if you
always
want to order.
refining her craft. That's just like Erika, always refining her craft.
Welcome
By royal
to
decree.
Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.